So you want to build a business that runs without you. So let me ask you a question. If you disappeared from your business for the next 30 days, then would your business continue to run without you, or would it collapse? That's the question that you need to answer to see whether your business is where you want it to be today, or whether you need to build it to be the business that you want it to be tomorrow. If you want to see if your business can survive without you, click the link in the description and take the free owner vacation test to see where your business stands if you were to disappear from your business today. Now, you're watching this video because you think that your business is too dependent on you and revolves around you. And most businesses start off like that. Not everyone's raising a bunch of capital in the beginning and hiring a team that can run the business with them. Everyone starts off as a one-person business, maybe hires a couple of people, gets a partner on, and has to do everything in the beginning. But your business has moved on from that, and you need to build it into something that will give you the freedom that you want as an entrepreneur. You're probably in the position that you have to solve every problem, that every question from every employee ultimately runs back to you, and you're the one that is making every single decision. If that's happening to you, then you haven't built yourself a business, you've built yourself a job with overheads. But the good news is that that can be fixed, and you can break yourself away from your business so you can get back the freedom that you wanted when you started your business. Now, let me caveat one thing, is that you can't just hire people to run the business for you. Any business which is doing less than about 750K to $1 million in profit or less doesn't have the luxury just to hire a super manager to run the entire business for them. Why? Because if you're doing less than 750K, 500K in profit, you just don't have the budget to hire someone who is going to run the entire business for you in the same way that you would. But you can build systems and you can do other things that will enable you to break free from the shackles of your business. You need to move away from firefighting, managing every single person and approving every small decision, to setting the direction, building the systems, and moving the business in the direction that you want to move it to. And the way that you can do that is by building systems, setting accountability, and running your business from a dashboard. And if you're in the position where you can hire strong leadership to run the business, it's hiring the right people to take the business to the next level. And the first thing that I need you to stop doing is to thinking that you're the only one who can do the things in your business to the level that you want them to be done. There's an old saying that if you want something done, you would do it yourself. And that's what you need to break away from. Most business owners, especially if they're technical founders, they fall into this trap. The second mistake that owners make is that they just delegate tasks to people without clear accountability and them understanding the outcome that needs to be achieved by doing that task. If you're just giving people tasks, they're not going to be able to achieve the overall goals of the business. The third biggest mistake that I see is that people just hire people thinking that this hire is going to solve their problems. Sometimes that does, but you need to be hiring A players for that. If you start hiring B players and C players, you're just going to be in the same position that you're going to be in, and you're going to be wasting money on salaries. So what is the first thing that you need to do to fix this problem? The first thing you need to do is you need to write down everything that you do in your business. Whether you are the person who's making the marketing materials, whether you're the person who's on the sales calls, whether you're the person who's actually fulfilling the product and service, or whether you're the person who's actually in the emails and answering customer service questions. Whatever you're doing, you need to write it down. You need to be really detailed about these notes. What I mean by detailed about the notes, you don't need to write an essay. All you need to do is you need to put a timeline of your day for a week and say, right, I did this in the first hour, I did this in the second hour, I did this in the third hour. Once you have that list, you'll have a clear idea of what you're doing. Today with AI, I would just feed that into AI and I say, right, what are the categories of tasks that I'm doing on a day-to-day basis? AI will be able to sort for you. That falls into marketing, that falls into sales, that falls into fulfillment, that falls into customer service, or any of the other functions that falls into. Once you do that, you'll have a clear idea of what your day-to-day looks like. And then you need to look at your business and need to look at your business in terms of workflows and systems. A lot of business owners, when they start up, maybe they get to $1 million in revenue and they're just running their business on autopilot almost, and everything lives in their head. You need to take out whatever's in your head and put it onto paper and turn it into workflows. So if you've got a particular marketing system, if you're doing your marketing in a particular way, whether that be through paid ads, through SEO, through outbound, wherever it may be, you need to build out the workflows for it. You need to build out the sales mechanisms for it. So what happens in step one? What happens in step two? What happens in step three? Who do I need in step one? Who do I need in step two? Who do I need in step three? And you do that for your entire business. And that's how you build the SOPs for your business. A lot of people get it wrong with regards to SOPs, and I also fell into this trap. And thankfully, when I work with clients now, we avoid this whole trap in building every single SOP. You don't need every single SOP. What you do need is you need the core functions of your business mapped out that produce the value and get the result for your client. In the early stages, that's all you need to be able to get to the place where your business starts running without you. Then you get those systems and then you give them to your people and say, right, we're going to be running our business on these systems now. If they follow the systems, fantastic. And if they don't, give them some more training. And people who are running those systems, then they stay in your business. And whoever's not running those systems, they need to be managed and ultimately replaced if it gets to that position, and get the person in who is going to be running your business based on the systems that produces results. Just to be clear, that's not hiring new people. That's just replacing the people who are not running your systems. So you're not adding additional salaries for no reason. And once you've built the core workflows, each one of those workflows has an accountability number in each step. So for example, when it comes down to generating leads, you need to have a number of how many leads need to be generated for you to be able to continue to run your business and grow your business. So that number is what becomes an accountability number. Each step in your system, each step in your workflow will have an accountability number that you can put against it. And only once numbers are attached to those workflows will the people understand what their goals are and what the accountability numbers are. So let's say you get 1,000 leads into your business every single month, and from those 1,000 leads, you need to make 200 to 250 sales closes from those leads. And then from those leads, of those 250, 100% of them need to be fulfilled without any customer service issues. And you can only have one customer service issue per 1,000 fulfillments. You've got particular numbers that you're now benchmarking your business against, and you can start running your business from a dashboard. The only way that you can build a business that runs without you is by running your business from a dashboard. Then what you start doing is you start running that dashboard. When we work with clients and we get them running their business from a dashboard, then they go from working in their business from 40 to 60 hours a week all the way down to 20 to 30 hours in a week just running their dashboard. And it's only once you have that dashboard that you'll be able to run your business and know what's happening intimately in your business without you being involved in the day-to-day. And you have then just fulfilled what I call an operational exit. That's the exit. That's the business runs without you. That's the exit that you made from the day-to-day running of the operations of your business. Your business becomes two things. Number one, it becomes an asset for you. And number two, it becomes a business that actually has enterprise value. And when your business has enterprise value, then it's something that can be sold to a third-party buyer who will actually pay you money for your business. And once you have someone who's willing to pay you for your business, that can potentially be a life-changing sum of money. Now, you may be interested in that, or you may not be interested in selling your business, but what you do end up with is a business that can serve its clients, that can attract clients, that can service its clients, that can produce cash for you that you can extract as the business owner. The goal isn't to leave the business completely. It's about working on the things which is going to move your business to the next level. So let's say you have got one acquisition channel and you've mastered the acquisition channel through your workflow and through your systems. You can start working on a second acquisition channel for your business, on how you can get clients in a new way that can produce more leads and more sales for your business and ultimately growing your business to the next level. You can't do that when you're involved in fulfillment and delivery. You can only do that when you're running your business from a dashboard. Now, the other thing that you can do if you've got a bigger business, let's say you're doing $500,000 to $1 million in profit, is that you can hire a leader who comes in and actually manages the dashboard for you. If that happens, then you practically get back all of your time. And if you're in the position that you need to do that, you need to make sure that you're hiring the right person who's run a business, who understands the fundamentals, who understands how to grow a business. And that's why this hire can't be a cheap hire. It has to be someone who's got a proven track record in running businesses, and ideally running a business like yours. Now, this is not the video to go into compensation packages and how you would actually compensate that person, but you have to make it attractive enough that they don't feel that they have to go off and start another business, because they need to feel valued enough that they actually stay in your business and they run your business for you. Now, again, that doesn't mean that you're not building value and not building the direction. It's just that the day-to-day management is now taken over from someone else. So the goal isn't for you to completely leave the business. The goal is for you to build the systems and the workflows, for you to build the accountabilities, for you to be able to run your business from a dashboard and ultimately hire people who can run the entire business for you. So let me ask you a question. How much are you working in your business right now? And what would you do if you had the right systems and you had the right accountabilities and the right people to run the business for you? What would you do with an extra 52 days a year? What would you do if you were able to take every Friday off? What would you do if you were able to get back 104 days a year and get that time back from your business? What you would do would be entirely personal to you. I know that I spend that time with my family, and to be able to enjoy the time that I know that I would never be able to get back. What you do is entirely up to you. But the only way that you can do that is by building your business in the right way. That's what we do. We help owners like yourself exit the business, whether that's an operational exit and exiting the day to day to build a business that runs without you, or to completely exit the business. Click the link in the description and take the free owner vacation test to see where you stand in your business. And you continue watching videos on the channel where we talk about how you can exit your business. I will see you in the next video.